Welcome back to the Camp Nou, welcome back to the Clásico, where we focus in on Emilio Butragueño, how he'd like to be on the field of play for another Clásico. The Real Madrid legend might even have got some goals in this one. The score currently 0-0 in this game between Football Club Barcelona and Real Madrid. Would not be a disaster if either side were to draw this one. You'd feel, though, that a draw would weigh more heavily on Real Madrid, with Villarreal creeping up on them and Atletico Madrid ahead.
The draw for Barcelona, obviously they always want to beat Real Madrid, and that's their maximum desire. But if we look at it in terms of the league table and really analysing it properly, a draw is not a bad result at all for Barcelona to keep a 10-point gap over Real Madrid, which is almost impossible with the few amount of games that are left in the season. So 0-0 from a sporting point of view, good result. From an emotional point of view, obviously Barcelona would want more.
Well, we're underway with the second half. It's Real Madrid who are going from left to right in this second period. If you're just joining us, well, where have you been? It's the Clásico. The world stops still for this one. We've seen several decent chances and a couple of yellow cards that might have an impact on this game as well. Messi playing to Jordi Alba. Bit of space here for Neymar. It's immediately cut out. Ball swung across by Messi, and what's Keylor Navas doing there, punching that out? Looked like a clear catch for him there. Rakitic. That's to both sides' credit, but they've kept a lot of the key players subdued for one another. It's been more of a defensive work that's shone for all of the players. You say maybe Rakitic hasn't appeared as much as you'd expect, maybe Modric not. That's because the marking on them has been top-notch so far. And ball kicked away by Pepe. Looks as if he got a bit of Suarez as well. Near 100,000 here for the Clásico. That's a turn from Suarez, and because it was Sergio Ramos with the foul, the players surround the referee.
You see there, Jordi Alba taking his hands to his head in disbelief. I don't think a booking should be brandished for that challenge. It's a free kick and that's about it. But well, it's a good way for the game to come into life in the second half. I got a feeling that perhaps in the first half, with all the minutes silence and tributes to Johan Cruyff, perhaps it sort of it was a distraction for the players, and maybe they were more aware of the fans and the stands and everyone thinking about paying that homage to Johan Cruyff. Perhaps in the second half, with that already behind them, maybe we'll see a bit more top quality football than we did in the first half, where I just get this feeling that the whole Johan Cruyff tribute maybe took away some of the focus of the game.
Well, 26 metres out, Neymar standing over this one. Messi took the last one. Messi takes the second one, and it's off target from Leo Messi. Just getting back to their seats. Just going to look for confirmation, but Sergio Ramos has been given a yellow card in the first half. Doesn't look as if being shown by Spanish Sports Daily Marca on their run-through of the lineups. Confirmation we do have that Mascherano has a booking, Suarez has been booked, and Dani Carvajal. Back by Busquets, not allowed to get on the ball for any significant amount of time. He's another player who hasn't really shone in the first half, but just his mere presence means that he's the centre of attention. As Real Madrid have a chaotic run at the ball, no chance taken there by Sergio Ramos as he smashes the ball into touch. Mascherano. We've seen no changes in personnel for the second period, but Barcelona have Ter Stegen, Arda Turan, Rafinha, who returns to the bench, Bartra, Munir, Sergio Roberto and Vermaelen, not to be confused with Jude Law, who's in attendance in the stands. Real Madrid have Kiko Casilla, Nacho, James, Lucas Vázquez, Jesse, Isco and Danilo. All very attacking changes. You wouldn't be surprised if, before the half-hour mark is out, if Real Madrid in particular just brought on some of their more attacking playmakers and tried to roll the dice. Here's Neymar, fakes the shot, he tricked just about everybody in the Camp Nou. Bale battles with Alba. Neymar to Rakitic. Marcelo puts that one across to Benzema, almost got that too close to him. A couple of step-overs from him, tries to get the shot out. Marcelo with the follow-up. We've got ourselves a corner for Real Madrid. Karim Benzema showing what is maybe the best part of this game is control, how he can bring the ball down.
A very difficult ball to bring down as well. Good step-overs, but also brilliant defending from Gerard Piqué. Stayed on top of him and blocked the shot in the end.
So ball played to Toni Kroos. We're going to play it down for Barca. It's Dani Alves holding his face.
Well, I don't want to suggest anything before seeing it, but Dani Alves has got a reputation, and he does look like he's rather theatrically grabbing his face there. Ooh, well, maybe he does have a case. There's a loose arm there from Ramos on Dani Alves. Ah, well, I thought maybe there was more impact from the elbow. Doesn't look like there is. The strongest of impacts from Ramos on Alves, but really you've got no right bringing out your arm like that anyways.
Well, the two run into one another. Ramos, part of the swing was he was heading to his left. Let's come out to Marcelo. Alves is okay to continue. Ball's come to Modric. The shot took a little back heel from Karim Benzema. And Piqué turns his attention to the referee's assistant. He thought that was offside against Benzema. I think it wasn't given because it matters little. It comes out to the edge of the area. Navas collects. It does look as if Bale was offside, as was Ronaldo. Here's Kroos. And Marcelo goes down. A soft free kick. Smashed into touch there. It's, as you say, a rather more heated second half.
But still the standard of football perhaps below from what you'd expect from these two teams. There doesn't seem to be a clear pattern to either side's play. We're not seeing anyone really control, dominate or link together some well-worked attacks. It's all a little bit chaotic and more heated, seems like more the focus is on the off-the-ball incidents than on-the-ball incidents.
Blast into the face of Sergio Ramos from Dani Alves. Ronaldo hits that delicately to Benzema. He looks for a return. Ronaldo's peeled away from the defence, but has left nobody in the middle to help out Benzema. Does well to hold on to it until the cavalry arrives in the form of Gareth Bale. Suarez trying to take that off. Marcelo's gone crashing into the advertising hoardings. Barcelona have an opportunity here as Neymar takes the ball on. Dribbles away from Pepe. And Suarez in support. Goes into the centre where Messi is waiting. Suarez holds it up. The ball inevitably going back to Messi, who tries something that little bit special that he promised. And Keylor Navas comes up with something equally as impressive.
But that was brilliant from both players. Messi, I was thinking how he could conjure a shot from there. He had no angle, he had a player on top. I didn't know what he was going to go for. Came out with the least expected chip. Brilliant save from Keylor Navas on the fingertips.
Well, Messi had promised something a little bit out of the ordinary. He makes it all appear normal. He tried to channel Ronaldinho against Chelsea in 2004 with that kind of chip. Couldn't catch out Navas, who's in the form of his life at the moment. Is Neymar with the corner. It's flicked on by Busquets and hooked away by Ramos, who takes no chances there. We've seen some stutters in the defence from Real Madrid, but Ramos always keen to get the ball away. It's just a great hit from Leo Messi and an equally great save from Navas. That trick he had up his sleeve. Headed over to the back post, and that's a bit of miscommunication.
Again, it's the flick at the near post from Barcelona, though, causing damage against Real Madrid. In the previous corner, it was Busquets. Now it's Rakitic. Something they're going to have to try and deal with in defence.
Messi with a rugby tackle on Pepe. So often he's been on the receiving end of challenges like that from the Brazilian-born Portuguese. Rakitic swings one over. Piqué with the header! Piqué with the goal! There's no player who loves the Clásico as much as this man. Gerard Piqué, 10 minutes into the second half, scores for Barcelona. The home side take the lead, and it's come from a set piece.
What a header, though, that was from Gerard Piqué. Well, they'd warned Real Madrid in the previous two corners. A Barcelona player had got their head onto the ball both times. This time again, Piqué just came in with so much power, almost reminiscent of Puyol back in the day, who was taking so much.